One game to go then, Danny. What's the key to finishing the job at Sunderland?
To play with the same intensity like the last weeks, yeah. To be ready for this fight. Big opportunity. Yeah, we worked hard to come on such a point. Now, of course, when you look to the table and you go in the last game, then you think about, oh, it could be easy. No. I'm sure it will be a tough one. Yeah, we have to prepare for this, and I feel this. Yeah, my team is ready for this, and yeah, this is what we have to do. Make the final step now. It's a good opportunity, and I'm very convinced about my team. I feel this again this week. We are very focused to the next game, and this is great to see.
Yeah, how have preparations gone this week, and what is the approach for manager going into a game where, you know, a draw or a win secures exactly what you've been fighting for so many months now?
It's still the same week like always. Yeah, I think this is what we are looking for. Yeah, we prepared at first. We look back to our game against West Brom. Then we had 2 good training days. Today we looked to the opponent, prepared something for the opponent, and yeah, the focus is to our performance, that we perform well, that we are ready for this. And honestly, at the moment, I don't look to the result what we need. For me, it's really that we go there like in the last days to win such a game, to show a good performance, and I think that is the best way to be ready for this last game.
How much effort has gone into this push for survival? How much work and graft have the team and the staff had to give to provide this team with this opportunity this weekend?
I think the last 2 performances give us a lot of self-confidence back. Yeah, the performance before was okay, but the results was not always great. But you see now, we won in the QPR a big one. We won in Blackburn a big one. Now at home we beat a top 6 club, and I think with these results you lift up more and more. And of course, when you work so hard and to jump over the line, then sometimes it hurts a little bit, because when you see then again not, but now the last 2 weeks, yeah, we jumped over the line, and this is great to see. And now, yeah, be ready for this. In football, you never know. Yeah, it's the last match day. I think in this championship, every team will do everything to have a good season finish. And yeah, then you go to a place with a big fan support, with a big stadium. Yeah, they want to show also up again and to say goodbye to the fans there. And yeah, we have to be ready for this. And yeah, but I know what we deliver in the last weeks or months, and I think with such a belief, with such a feeling, we should go there and to do our things.
For your first job in management, you took on an incredibly difficult job. So what would it mean to you personally to keep this team in the championship if you were able to achieve it this weekend?
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, I think it would be a huge step. I think when I'm arrived here, then you are not really knowing how long you need to come over the line. Yeah, then you see, okay, a lot of games to go. But then you have in different phases in the season different stories with up and downs. Yeah, I think it was not just one line. The line was not always one direction and goes up. Yeah, it was also then again from a up to a down, and then again from a up to a down. And I think, yeah, it was a great experience, a big one, a big challenge. But all in all, yeah, I think my team did really well, and that is also the reason why, and I spoke to some players in the morning. I think the special thing here was the mentality and the attitude from each player. Even these players, they didn't play so much in the past. Yeah, they were committed for the goal, committed to the performance, and yeah, this is helpful, this togetherness. And yeah, now we want to make the final step, and then I think it will be really a big achievement for for this club.
How much has that helped then, the fact that the players have bought into what you are trying to achieve? You know, with new manager in your first job, to have that attitude from them, like you say, even when certain players are not playing, that you can call upon them when needed, and they've done a job for you.
The following, I think since I'm here, I've had immediately the feeling that everybody is following my idea of playing football. I think we changed the mindset, we changed the culture. I try to give them always a clear picture what we have to do. They know me more and more, and I think every moment bring us more and more together. Even if you have setbacks, these are also key moments, because then you will see if you are really strong and the togetherness is really strong, or is it just successful. Sometimes you think, oh, it's a great team and a great togetherness. When you win, it's always easy, but if you have really big moments, then it's difficult, and then you see how strong is the relationship, how strong is the commitment, and that was, of course, a key part. But I think we should not make today a summary about the season. We should focus to the last game, and this is really what I want to see and what I want to try, that the focus is really on the last match day.
And although I appreciate your focus is on Saturday, how quickly will things turn, after this game, whatever happens, towards the future and what needs to happen next?
I said this now, I think it makes today and the next 3 days no sense to speak about what happens, what should we do. My focus is really now make the final step, and then of course we have a clear picture where we are, and then we go from this point forward, and then we can decide for the future, but not in the next three days. For me it's very clear, focus to the next big game, and bring the game home.
Is game management really important in a game like this? Because there could be twists and turns. We've seen it all season in the Championship, haven't we? Like results of the unexpected has happened. How your players manage certain situations, whether that's going ahead, whether that's going behind, whether it's sort of 0-0 with 20 minutes to go. Is sort of like how your players manage this situation in this sort of one-off game now going to be so critical at the weekend?
It could be during the game, that the game management is more and more important. But at first we have to try that we have our destiny in our own hand, and this is where we go and how we go into the game. At the end of the game, of course, you will see then maybe the results from the other pitches. Then okay, well, what is your result on our pitch? And then it could be a new challenge. But we should try to decide the game on our side as soon as possible, and then it doesn't matter what happens on the other pitch.
And finally, I think Jan Perveder's been pictured on the training ground. Is there any hope at all that he could be involved in any way at Sunderland?
Today he was also a part of the training and some exercises. Let's have a look if it makes really sense. I spoke with him during the week to get a feeling. I think it's a final decision from everybody together. I think it's important. It makes no sense from my point to take now a risk. If there is a risk, and then I will protect him. I have to protect him, because again, an injury in this part of your body, then it's not helpful for the summer and for the new season. We have to decide this tomorrow. At the moment he's just a part of the training, not the full training. He looks better. It's good to see him back on the grass. This is what he's working for. But all in all, I will decide this tomorrow after the last training, and then we will see.
Thanks for your time, Danny. Very best of luck.
Thank you, Rob.
Good afternoon, Danny. How are you doing?
Hey, Joe. Thank you.
I wanted to ask, I suppose, first up, how are you feeling? Are you excited? Are you nervous? A bit of both?
I'm relaxed, really relaxed, because I'm very convinced from my team. We have the self-confidence. When I saw the training today, how quick the transfer was from the meeting, what I showed them, what we have to do to the pitch. It was fantastic to see today. The intensity was high. I saw a clear picture. I'm looking forward really to go in such a game, to have such a big opportunity and to achieve our goals. There's at the moment no doubt that we cannot do this, and this gives me really a good feeling. I think also when you unbeaten since 5 games, that create again a lift and again a self-confidence. I see my team. It's really hard working. It was not the feeling this week that some guys make off or it's lazy. No, it was really focused, and we didn't speak about what happens if. It was really focused on the performance to be ready for this game, and this gives me always a good feeling.
Yeah, how impressed have you been with that mindset from everybody? I know you've mentioned quite a lot in the last couple of weeks how intense training's been, how good training's been. As a manager, how pleased are you with the way that your players have attacked the last few weeks?
Amazing! It's amazing to see, even after some small setbacks in the past. Then, especially the Stoke game, when you feel this a little bit of disappointment in the locker room, but then you go again, you see the reaction, and then I think you go to Blackburn, where you have to win. Then you play against West Brom. They fight for the playoffs, and you see again a strong performance. You see that we can score, how we can protect our goal. I think from the last 2 games we scored 6 goals, just 1 conceded goal. I think also James Beale have now nearly 40% clean sheets from 18 games, is 7 without a conceded goal. I think that showed also a lot. And when you see then also our form table from the last 14-15 games, and even we had some defeats, Middlesbrough, Ipswich, Leeds or Leicester, but then you see also 3 defeats against strong opponents from the top of the table. All in all, it's a good feeling, and keep going on this, and with this mindset we go. We trained hard. You see also for us it's important that we train and we have time for training. I think I see this on the pitch. The intensity, we are sharp, we are fresh, our mindset is right. All in all, 2 good weeks, and now it's the final week and the final step, and this is what I want to see, and I think everybody is really hungry for this last step, and that gives me a big trust.
Yeah, you mentioned it sort of with Rob there as well, but are you the sort of manager that will hype up a game like this? Do you talk about the importance of it, or is it just a normal week for you and a normal game at the end of it?
Maybe before the kick-off, maybe then I feel a little bit more, but at the moment I'm calm, because if you have a trainings week where you see the players they are not sharp, they come not into the game, into the week, then maybe you start to think about this, but the mindset, the mentality is so strong. I'm really looking for this big opportunity, and I have just one picture in my mind, that this is really to raise the arms in the air and to say job done for this season, and I think this is a good picture.
Yeah, how do you handle the emotions of this week for obviously maybe not so much for the short-term guys, but there's players who've been here a long time, and whether it's subconscious or not, they're approaching what could be their final game for Sheffield Wednesday. How do you handle that sort of the emotional side of that?
I think this is not just a process from the last week. I think we know the situation since nearly 3-4 months. That we come closer and closer to the end of the season, and for some players they are not really knowing what happens. I try to give some players really the feeling that they know what happens in the future. To speak with them. But then again, we are very professional, and you see this. The focus is really on the next match, and then it's not so much talking about the future and the summer. It's really about next game and the next game and the final game.
Yeah, you've been in high pressure situations before, you know, with Germany and Bayern and teams like that. But how different is it when you're the one in charge rather than being an assistant?
Yeah, of course. But when you go in a final, for example, then I think a final is always there to win a final. Yeah, then you also want to win the final. Yeah, now as a manager, of course, you look to the whole picture. I think there's much more in than just to stay in the league. Yeah, you know what it means for the club. You know what you feel, what it means for the supporters and for all the people around the club. Yeah, you take the responsibility to lead the group. But I think the good thing is that we worked so hard and we improved so much. And from my side, I can say I did everything to come to this point, to have this opportunity, and this gives me a good feeling. Yeah, there's not a point where you say, we should do this and do this and should do this. Yeah, I'm very happy how we managed all the setbacks and all the different problems we had, and this is gives me a good feeling.
In terms of players, I know obviously Michael Ekberg wasn't quite ready for the last game. Is Ikki potentially going to be back for this one, and is there any other sort of concerns that you've got for this weekend?
He trained yesterday and today. He was part of the team. At the moment, nearly everybody from the last squad it's available. Ikki comes hopefully back. Jan was first time on the grass. Yeah, you have the spirit now. You have the feeling. Everybody wants to be part of the last game to bring the goal home. And that's it.
Excellent. Just lastly, if you could say one thing to Sheffield Wednesday fans before this weekend's game, what would you want to tell them?
Make or do the last step together. We will try everything on the pitch, and hopefully we see us in the evening, Saturday evening, in the city for a big celebration.
Fingers crossed. I'll see you there, Danny. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Danny, good afternoon.
Hey, Alex.
You mentioned it there, I think a couple of weeks ago, about the last couple of games and perhaps knowing what the scores are elsewhere. Will that be the case this weekend? And if so, how will you go about it?
I think until the half time I will not look to the other results. Of course, maybe then comes a moment where you have to look. Yeah, this is then also a part of our job. But I know it's difficult. Yeah, the good thing is really that we create this opportunity, that it's not necessary to look to other pitches when we do our homework. Yeah, I know this situation when I had the last game with the German national team in the World Cup. Yeah, and then you have to win, but you have always to look to the other pitch, what happens there. Then it's really difficult, because then there comes a moment where you can do what you want. It's still not enough, and I think this is a big chance for us, that we can do our job, and if we do our job and we do our homework, then it doesn't matter what happens on the other pitch. And with this mindset, we go and do the game. Yeah, of course, if something happens in our game, then of course we have to look, because then maybe we have to change something. But I believe we will try everything that we come not on such a point on Saturday.
I appreciate you don't want to make this a summary of the season. It's too early to do that, but I wonder, in your heart of hearts, was there ever a point where you didn't think you'd be in this position?
Yeah, I think when you have some setbacks, then you feel it could be more difficult than you thought before. Yeah, I will not say that I have the feeling we give up or I give up, but you feel then, it could be tougher, and it could be a race really until the match day. Yeah, For example, when you remember away in Birmingham, yeah, I think our performance was great there, but again we lost, yeah, and then we dropped down to 12 points back of the line. Then you feel okay. Even if you perform well, it could be not enough, yeah, and of course, yeah, this is then also a part of the story. But I saw always direction from the team, and I think it lifts the team, it lifts me, and it was immediately in our mindset that we can do, and we had a lot of games to go again. And then I think always when maybe some other people around the club thought now they are done, no, now we come back again and showed how strong we are, and this gives us a lot of belief. And I think then it's also experience as a manager. When you react after the first setback, how we react, then you know, okay, after the next setback, yeah, we can do it again. And it was also a message to my players after the Huddersfield game. I said then, guys, now we come back from 13 points, now it's just 8 points. Yeah. And what is 8 points? And it was then against after the Stoke game again. I said, guys, we are not disappointed. It's just 1 point now. We come from 13 points, just 1 point. And with this mindset, yeah, you feel more and more that we can do it. We come closer and closer. I think we are doing this season some good pictures. What I showed my players about the up and downs, what it means sometimes, and sometimes how it looks like to be successful. Yeah. Sometimes successful, you think it's always one line up. No, to be successful means also learn from your setbacks, come back, improve, do it again, and yeah. Now we come closer to arrive our top of the mountain, and with this picture we go into the game, and even sometimes when you walk up to a mountain, top of the mountain, then you feel sometimes the air it's less and it hurts, but I think we come through this, and now we are very close to come to the last step.
And I wanted to ask about your loan players, particularly James, because it feels like James is you spoke about decision making and that sort of thing, and he's been on a journey of improvement and in his time. Clubs in the Premier League are quite selective about which clubs they loan players out to and that sort of thing. Do you think the success with the guys this time stands Wednesday in a good stead? You know, hopefully if you as a coaching staff stay around and make Wednesday an attractive proposition for those deals.
I think also a good point when I arrived here, and you got some feedbacks about players and agents and other clubs. Yeah, it was not always easy, but now you see more and more a lot of people recognize what we are doing and how we can improve young players and give them a platform for the next step, and that could be also a key moment for us in the summer. Yeah, that yeah, especially Premier League clubs see, oh, we have some good young players, and the players can improve in this club very well, and I think we should use this. And I think also, for example, James know what he gets from us, which environments he gets, how we improve as a team. Yeah, I think there's a good opportunity to bring high potential players here, give them the next step, make them better, prepare them for the future, develop the football side but also the human side. For me, James, it's a great example. Yeah, he make the step from a League One club to a Championship club, but not just to a Championship club. He learned what it means to fight to stay in the league, to come back from some problems, from some conceded goals, to stay again up. And I think James in this case, it's really strong, and his mindset is, for me in this age, outstanding. And yeah, when you see how calm he is, it's fantastic. Even there's pressure, and even maybe some decision was not the right one, but you have not the feeling that there is a young man who makes this the first time. Yeah, you think, oh, what an experience one. It's great to see, and hopefully we can give some new young players this opportunity to improve, to develop with us in the future.
I've got to ask, because the fans have asked me to ask you, the likes of Jan Paveda and Ikki, do they feature in your plans to perhaps try and make a move to bring them back?
I think we know these players gives us quality, yeah, in the second leg. I think Jan, when he played, he has a good winning quote. You see, Ikki, he scored for us. Yeah, we will try to have a good squad together. Yeah, but now focus to Saturday, and then on Sunday we can start. On Sunday, not after the game. On Sunday we can start to speak about the next step.
I look forward to our interview on Sunday. Then we can organise that.
Thank you.
I am going to try just one more, I'm afraid. I think a lot of, he wasn't the only one, but certainly on the lack of appreciation after he scored his goal, a lot of spectators saw Josh's celebration, the way that he was acting, as perhaps a sign that he would be leaving the club. Can you glean any further understanding of what his situation is?
I think the situation is that at the moment the contract is over after the season. Yeah, he performed more and more better after a long injury. Yeah, and then I will speak with Josh as well. Then we will see on Sunday where we go, and then we make the final steps. But at first we need one more point, and this is 100% the focus. And I know a lot of people, and I understand completely this question about all the futures, but let's do it first, the next step, and then we make the next step. Yeah.
Understood. I'll leave it there. Just one more, just on Sunderland. What do you expect from them? Because they've had a peculiar end to the season. That, speaking to one of their reporters, it feels like they've sleptwalked through the end. What do you make of them?
I think this is football. Yeah, this is special in football. You never know what happens. They want to also to try to say goodbye to the fans. That means they will also try to take some points now. Yeah, of course they have some up and downs, but when you look to the results, they in the last 5 games they didn't concede so much goals. They didn't score too much goals, but they are still trying. And it's a young group of players, yeah, with high potential. It's a high potential squad, and if they come in a flow and we are not ready for this, yeah, of course, then they can play a little bit with freedom, and this is always dangerous. And for us, it's really to put our performance into the game, bring them to our level down. Show them how strong we are, how is our mindset, and if we do this, then we have a great opportunity. But in championship, you cannot go in such a game and to think they will not playing for something. Of course, they're playing also for a last win on the last match day.
Danny, very best of luck getting the job finished. I'll see you up there.
Thank you, Alex.
Hi, Danny. Good afternoon.
Hey.
I just wanted to ask you, that Costa Rica game in Qatar, did that, in the last couple of weeks, did that make you almost more greedy to make sure that when you went to Sunderland, your fate was in your own hands this week?
Of course. I remember when we had this game, yeah, we started well, then we knew before such a game what we have to do, but we have also to look to the other pitch, and then I think the last 5-6 minutes was horrible, yeah, because then we got the result, and then we have no chance we can play, but there's no chance to come through the next round. and I think this feeling, it's not nice. I had this feeling when I was a fan from my hometown. There was also one relegation battle, and then when you got the message, this game far away, it's a difficult one, and the result is not what you need, then it's always hard. The good thing is we can try everything, and we can decide really what we have to do, and we can decide how the result is. And it means for us, invest into such a game, fight for every inch, and then bring the goal home. Yeah.
So just tell us a little bit about the game as a fan. Were you watching in the stadium or following it from home?
No, I was in the stadium. It's a long time ago, yeah. But I have two different experiences. One experience was my hometown had to win the last 5 games to stay in the league, and they won. Yeah, we celebrated to stay in the league, and the one time was then you got the message that the other game was over, and yeah, my hometown lead, and we were relegated because the other team was just a draw. And yeah, when you feel then how quiet are the supporters are in the last 10 minutes, this is really hard to take. This is emotional, and yeah. The good thing is, and with this feeling we have not to look to such a scenario, to such a situation. We should look how we win, how we can win, how we can decide the game early, and with this spirit we go there. We not thinking about what could be happened. I said this before. Yeah, for me it's just one picture in the mind, and this is celebration and raise the arms up, and with this mindset we go there.
Does that feel a bit more comfortable on the training ground? The fact that you're in good form, you know what you have to do, as opposed to, as I say, in Qatar, when even if you played well, you didn't know.
I think the situation changed, yeah. In the last 2 weeks, from our situation, we were behind, and now we are in front. We are not just in front of 1 point; we are ahead of 3 points. I think completely different, but as well, my players see the job it's not done, and I think it was also the reaction after the West Brom game. Yeah, even the crowd was celebration, and we say a little bit goodbye at home, but the mindset was from now this week, from Tuesday until now, and was still we need 1 more point, and this gives me a good feeling.
And you mentioned before that earlier in the season you showed them pictures about how it wouldn't just be a line in one direction. Have you had that talk with them about Saturday, or is that too negative a thought to put in their mind, or unnecessary with the work you've already done?
No, we spoke just that we have to make the final step. We didn't watch, or we didn't look back now what we have done. For us, it's really going forward, and to have this winning mindset. Yeah.
And it feels, Danny, even in the last few weeks, that your team has really developed quite a bit. You feel, I don't know, just looking from the outside, as you know, I don't see all the games. It feels like you've got more different ways to win matches now. You, for example, the Norwich game, you were more able to change approach.
Of course.
Yeah. Is that something you've deliberately worked on, or is that because you've got players like Callum Paterson and Michael Smith available? You've got more options, bit of both.
No, I think it was again for us also a key moment. Yeah, I think to come back after 2-0, it shows that we can always come back also during the game, and it was great to see. Then you saw a team against Norwich. We changed a little bit the direction of playing football against such a team. That gives the team more flexibility, also more to say, okay, if you need this, we do this. If you need this, we do this. And I think also after this game or into this game, yeah, we scored after set pieces, and we defending the set pieces. Yeah, I think in the international break, then we sit together. I think then it was the Swansea game where we conceded a goal. And all the small things now come more and more to our side, yeah, because the focus, the mindset is right, and yeah, I think it was Norwich was one of the key moments from the last weeks, of course, but I think after the international break, yeah, okay, it was a Middlewood game was not really well, but all the other games showed a good direction, and I think you see we have to do this, yeah, otherwise we have not this opportunity. You see also how close it is to stay in the league, even if you took so many points. I think after the Huddersfield game you start to say, okay, from the last 16 games you need maybe 8 wins. Now you have 8 wins and 3 draws from 15, and it's still not enough. Yeah. But it shows how close the championship is, how hard is this race, and now we go to Sunderland and make the final step.
Because the team didn't look quite so capable of that variety earlier in the season. Is that a development from you in your mindset, or is that just the work you've been doing slowly coming together?
Also, the season has different stories. Yeah, at first you have a lot of setbacks. Then you change the manager. You come in. You want to create something, but for me it was clear. It's sometimes you have this momentum immediately. You can create something with the results, but then you see, okay, the first 5-6 games you need to adapt. You have to train with them. But in the second leg, I think special after the Huddersfield game, I think we took now 27 points from our 50 points in the last 15 games. I think that shows a huge step forward, and yeah, it's a big result from all the improvements from the last 6 months in a lot of different phases: football side, mindset side, intensity side, also the improvements from the players, the squad improvement. Yeah, this is the result from our hard working, and again we need one more.
Best of luck getting it.
Thank you so much. Thank you. See you soon. Bye bye.
Thanks a lot.